Hello, coin collectors out there. Welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. Here on this channel, I share with you some coins that are part of my collection, tell you what to look for in your very own collection. So if you're interested in seeing mostly daily videos about coin collecting, please do subscribe to the channel. I've got some interesting coins and some even more interesting commentary to go along with the coins. All right, so most of you know about the 1942 to 1945 Jefferson nickel that's known as the Wartime Nickel. It's 35% silver. But before they had the Wartime Nickel in 1942, they had these two right here. Got a stack of 1941s and a stack of 1940s. Now there's a coin listed in the Cherry Picker's Guide to Rare and Die Variety Coins. I've got it right here. I'll just show you a brief shot of it, get a good zoom for you. You can see $3,500. That's the 1940 proof coin. Now let me readjust my settings here. I just want to kind of give you a brief glimpse of it so that you know where this data is coming from. I get a lot of comments that say, no way a coin could be worth that much. Well, this is a very reputable source. This is the 6th edition, volume 1 of the Cherry Picker's Guide to Rare Die Varieties of United States Coins. So that's got the 1940 proof. With the reverse of 1938 steps on Monticello. That's the specific variety that's worth the ton of money. But I'll give you some of the basic facts about these coins here first before we get into it. So the Jefferson nickel had a pretty short run before they switched up the metal content in it. So from 1938 till 1942, that's 42 was kind of a transition year from the nickel and copper nickels until the wartime nickel. So if you hear me say 1942, it could kind of be describing either the wartime or the copper nickels right here. So this coin had a short lifespan from 1938 until 1942. And then they brought it back, obviously, after the wartime nickel. But in that short period from 1938 to 1942, there were a decent amount of them produced. In 1938, that was the first year that they came out, and they might have still been transitioning out of the Indian head / buffalo nickels, which were used up until 1937. So the mintages in 1938 actually pretty low. In 1938, there were 19.4 million of these made, and then we get into 1940, which is what we have here. Both of these are absent the mint mark, so that indicates that they are from the Philadelphia Mint. So 1940 Philadelphia Mint, there were 176 million that were produced. There were also 14,000 proof coins made, 43.5 million Denver Mint coins made, and 39.6 San Francisco Mint coins. So the mintage is relatively low. If you're rolling through rolls of nickels, definitely hang on to these. Even though they're not silver, they're still pretty cool coins. So let's talk about that 1940 proof coin that's in the Cherry Picker's Guide and valued at $3,500. So the variety, as I mentioned earlier, is that it has the reverse of the 1938 in the steps of Monticello. That's where you can see the specific point of emphasis. So the description, the vast majority of 1940 proof Jefferson mintages were produced with the reverse of 1940, which had sharp, well-defined steps. However, a very few of the proof coins were produced using the old hub, with ill-defined steps of 1938. 1938 being the first year that they came out with the Jefferson nickel with the Monticello reverse. The photo that's in the book is the reverse of the 1938. This coin also exhibits doubling on the reverse. And additional comments go on to say this is extremely rare variety. There are no known circulation strikes with the reverse of 1938. The one that's in the book is the proof coin. This reverse is also known on pieces dated 1939. So I said that 1940 proof coin, there were only 14,000. So if you had a proof coin and it had that variety, that two kind of combination of a variety and really low mintages, is what really jacks up the price. So that's graded a PF 67, has a price of $3,500 for the variety, going down to PF65 at 1,000, PF63 at 500. All right, now let me get a little bit, swap these ones out right here. Now these ones will be a little bit different because these are from 1941, and this one right here, it's got a cool San Francisco Mint mark on it. I always find the San Francisco Mint coins to be a little extra special. That's because I live on the East Coast, I live in Maine, so getting them all the way here means that they must have went on quite the journey to get here. So 1941, quite a year for the United States. FDR was the president. Let's see what was going on as far as conflicts and things exciting. All right. So as far as deaths, no one really that you would recognize there in the deaths. F. Scott Fitzgerald, the fiction author of The Great Gatsby, who was born in 1896, apparently passed away in 1941. So there's some information for you about 1941. But if you're watching this channel, it's probably about the coins and not as much about the history. I feel like history majors and coin collectors have some overlap, but maybe not on this YouTube channel. So let's stick to the coins. All right, so 1941, 203 million produced at the Philadelphia Mint, 18,720 proof coins made, 53 million made at the Denver Mint, and 43 million made at the San Francisco Mint. So this one right here, my San Francisco Mint, is actually a little bit lower as far as mintages goes. And the Cherry Picker's Guide does have a variety for this 1941S. So let's take a look and see if we've got it. So the variety for the 1941 San Francisco Mint coin is the large S mint mark. The point of emphasis is on the mint mark, and the description is 2 mint mark styles were used for the 1941 S nickels. The large S, shown on the left, is far rarer than the normal or small S shown on the right. So you don't have the pictures in front of you, but the large S is more rare. The variety is extremely difficult to locate in any grade. Several repunched mint marks are also known as part of this variety. So that variety at a mint state 65, valued at $190. Now, I don't believe I have that. The S on the mint mark right there looks to be kind of the normal size, so not really anything too special with my coin. But as I always say, maybe you've got a coin that's better than mine. All right, so we'll recap a little bit. We talked about the 1941s most recently. These are these ones right here. These are both Philadelphia mints, so we won't have any mint mark errors on them. And I can show you the obverse just to testify that there's 1940s, and we've got the 1940s right here. Those previous ones were 1941. Sorry, I get these dates mixed up. So I'll start to wrap it up. If you're into coin collecting, please do check out some of the other videos on my channel. I've got a lot of other videos. If you're into nickels, I've got some nickel videos. If you're into pennies, got some videos about that as well. And I'm always open to suggestions. If you're watching the video so far to this point, you've probably enjoyed my video, so please do consider subscribing. Leave a comment or a like if you feel up to it. All right, everyone, best of luck coin collecting. Enjoy. Have a great one.